I want to talk to you about the bowline now. It's a very useful knot on a boat, mainly because no matter how much load it's come under, you can always undo the knot, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. To be tying a sheet to the clew of a headsail, if you've got the space on the clew ring, it's very well worthwhile making a full loop or a round turn around the clew ring itself, and that just helps to take some of the pressure off the knot when it comes under load. Depending how much of the working part of the line you pull through will define how big your loop is. You want your loops to be a reasonable size, but not too big. If they end up being very long, when we start sheeting this on, the bowline can get pulled into the sheet car. In the same vein, you don't want them too small, because if you have two knots very tightly tied against here, they can start interfering with each other and bind up. I'm going to show you two different methods for tying the bowline. The first one is the more common. Start off by making a loop in the standing part of the line, like so, making sure that the working part of the line is looped over the top of the standing part. You then take your working part, come up through the loop you've made, pass it around the back of the standing part, and then feed it back down through the loop. To pull it tight and secure, hold these two parts and then pull on the standing part. And you'll notice I've left a decent length tail there. It's very important to leave a good length of tail, especially on sheets. As you start to hoist this sail, the sail's going to be flogging around, and this knot can start to work itself a little bit loose until it's come under load. So it's important to make sure you leave enough tail that a little bit can slip through. So that's the most common way of tying a bowline. I'm going to show you a slightly different method now, which is my preferred choice. And it looks a little more complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot quicker and simpler. You simply pinch the working part of the line over the standing part, rotate your wrist, and then close the loop. You can then pick up the working part, pass it down through the loop again, and pull tight. You will find, once you've been using this bowline and the sheets come under a lot of load, often it can be a little bit difficult to try and undo the knot. The simple way in which you need to undo it is you turn the bowline upside down so that you have this looped part here exposed, and you need to break the back of it. So if you grip both parts of the loop here, and with the palm of your hand push like so, and that should be just enough that you can start to work the knot open, and it comes undone very easily.